Hello, I'm an artist and children's book illustrator, and recently there was a book published, The Fairy and the Butterfly, and I'm here with the author, Ivanka Sergilova. Yes, and I am the illustrator. And this book was only possible because of the story she wrote, and it was very important to me for people to get to meet you, Ivanka. So here we are, and let's start this. Tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Mina. My name is Ivanka Sergilova. I'm from Bulgaria. I live in Sofia most of my life. I'm 42. Um, the most important thing is that I have 3 children, and 13 years of my life I spent raising them. So I work as a tailor. I sew clothes and stuff like this. This is my job. I want to apologize for my English, and I'm very nervous.
Oh, just relax. It's my first time as well. So I wanted to ask you first about our book, and tell me what do you think of the book?
First of all, I just get my copy of the book. I want to show it. It's a Bulgarian edition. The original story is in Bulgarian, so I'm very happy that I have it in my hands. And first of all, I want to thank you that you published this. And second of all, I'm in love with this book. And I will keep it forever. I will put it in frame or something. The book is awesome. I mean, I was very surprised when I saw illustrations because I wrote this story so long ago that I didn't remember many things. But I fell in love with the illustrations and the way it's edited, like the whole thing, like the pages and everything. If you want to know about the story, how I wrote it, it was long ago, as long as I can remember. It was just written for a day for my friend. I don't remember much. I think I chatted with someone and she said that she must stay in bed for some reason, and she was kind of bored or something, and I decided to cheer her up. Uh, that's what I remember. I don't even remember writing it. I don't remember the process, and I don't remember how this idea just was born. This is from the stories that kind of wrote themselves. I even don't feel that it's my story.
I thought there was a beautiful message about growing up, about change, about getting out of this gloominess, about changing perspective. It is very inspiring, very beautiful, but as well, I like that it was short and compact. You know, it had a strong message in one page of word
Yes.
text. You know, so who do you think would like this book? Would you recommend this book to?
I think it's for every age. Maybe teenagers will appreciate it as a message. Adults must read it too. I mean, everyone can have it. It's an art book. Illustrations are just the main part of everything, and everyone can enjoy it. Yes.
So now I would like to ask you some things about you as an author. First, I would like to ask you about the style of books that you like, the style of writing that you identify yourself with.
I like short stories. I like to write them. I like all kinds of stories. When I write, I don't think what kind of story I write. I don't write poetry, but when I write some story, it has some rhythm, some I like to describe feelings. I'm not good with um, telling stories. Writing for me is like painting.
A little bit improvised, maybe, or
When I write,
yes.
sometimes it's like this. Sometimes I have an idea and I have the whole story in my head and just must put it in words. Sometimes I begin to write and I know the beginning and I don't know the end. Sometimes I plan to write a short story, but it gets a little bit longer. So it's different. Every time it's different. Some stories I like to organize everything, but the other just organize themselves.
For kids or for adults as well?
Mostly for adults. For kids, it's just by accident, and because I have kids, they inspire me. But not writing for kids, but using my kids' imaginations. Like for example, the last story I wrote, it was with my youngest son, Chris. He's the main character in the story. And the other two characters are his imaginary friends when he was little. He had this, and I was inspired by just existing this imaginary friends, and I made them my own. I mixed their imagination with mine, and this can be called a children's story. But mostly I write for adults.
What other creative things do you do? I know that it's not just writing. You have some other things you do.
I do a lot of things like I like to. I'm tailoring all kinds of things for home, like pillows and blankets and dresses, stuff like this. Like I make my own backpack. I can show you something here, like something
Oh,
like
so
this.
nice! These are your designs.
Yes, it's just I like to create things, a lot of things.
Do you sell them yourself online in stores? How does it work?
No, still not. I just because I have full-time job and I don't have much time.
You plan to do that in the future, maybe?
Yes, I want to do it because there are so many ideas, and sometimes I just want to get rid of them, to release them, and to have their own life, like the book you made. I mean, I just wrote a story, and now this story has um, has a life.
I think it's very important to put things out, even if it's just a page on Facebook, like these bags, these all these creative things you do. Even if you don't like promote and sell, but leave their space online for people to reach them, because who knows? Like this story, somebody might uh, take take it, do something with it. You never know. But if it's just closed in your room, nobody will reach it. That's sure.
Yes, in my life, everything is closed in my room. I mean, all my writings are in my computer. Sometimes I cannot find anything, and many people don't even know that I'm right.
But like following this question, like what would be your dream work? Like in the perfect life, how would you imagine your work and your life?
This is my favorite question. um, I want to be a full-time writer. This is if there's a dream job, I always wanted to do this, and to have my place to do all this stuff I like, um, with my sewing machine and everything. I like to do a lot of things, and I want to have a place where I can do everything I want full time. And most of these things will be reality, I hope. But this is dreams are free.
Yeah, Beautiful dream. I have it too. We share the same dream. It
You
is.
never know. Like I haven't imagined that my name will be on a book. I always dream about this, but I even can realize that it's real. I mean, paper.
Yeah, I'm very happy as well. Um, I'm very happy we did this, and I hope maybe in the future we do more. Who knows?
Oh yes,
Yes.
we must do more.
A little bit personal questions. Do you, because this is a children's book, and I wanted to talk a little bit about childhood. Do you remember yourself as a child?
Uh, yes, I have memories. Childhood. Um, I have memories. I have strange memories because when I was little, when something bad happened, I just like to sleep. And I actually remember my dreams. I don't remember what happened in reality. I remember dreams. Um, so I was very shy, and uh, I was very shy child. Um, and yeah, I have memories.
You
Good, bad.
were you creating things when you were a child?
I don't remember when I was so little. I remember drawing. Mm, and when I was teenager, I remember writing. Maybe that's when I start writing.
How important were books when you were a child?
Children were always a part of my life. My mom used to read me a lot, and we have a beautiful books like this one with illustrations all over the pages, and I remember them. I had my favorite books back then. When I was teenager, I started read the books in at home, just all kind of books. So they're just part of everything. I like to read back then. Sometimes I just spend my whole day at home just reading. I didn't want to do anything else.
Do you have favorite writers, children's books writers?
I cannot say that I have favorite authors because I read very much and I forgot many things. But Tove Jansson, I don't know how it's in English, but she's the writer maybe I like the most. I like traditional stories of other nations. Like uh, in children's book, I was always impressed. Like every child. Um, illustrations, just pictures. I remember how they look,
Mm-hmm.
not the text or message or something. And so for children's book like this one, it's important how it looks.
Yes.
I'm very happy with your book. It looked very. Um, I look at it all the time. I don't know if you ask me, so I want to say something. When I look at these illustrations, um, they look so good and so they're like paintings. You can have it on, frame it on, put it on, on the wall. Um, and even if there's no text, everyone can imagine a story out of every picture. You can actually write so many stories. So it works on me. I mean, I can imagine other stories. When I look only the illustration, they're extremely good. It's like piece of art. I hope more people to have this book. It's really good.
Yeah, I wanted like not to be simple. I wanted rich illustrations that kids could travel in this book. Like you said,
Yes, it's
imagine stuff, look at the details, make connections. I tried to be like symbolic a little bit and like yeah, have rich images for kids to look at. Do you remember me as a child? Because we didn't say this, but
Yes.
we're cousins. So you saw me being born. Do you remember me as a child a little bit?
I remember you drawing all the walls in your home. I was in love with these drawings. And it was good because your parents didn't just wipe them out. So it was exhibition everywhere.
So we maybe we start finishing the interview. Just is there something you want to say to the world? Something you want to add?
I don't know. It's not so. I'm not so global. I just. It's good. It will be good. Just people to do what they're like to do, what makes them happy and satisfied. I try to do it, and it's very hard to achieve because people always have some responsibilities, and they just uh, I don't know. For me, it's difficult. Life for me is difficult um, to do interviews like this. It's very difficult, and to express what I mean and what I want to say, and probably um, it's good that you're an artist and you can draw and paint because you don't need words to express yourself.
Yeah,
So
I guess that's why I like painting the most. It's because I feel like freedom. Their words are a little bit boxy and images are not so much. And that I guess that is what I like the most about images.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
And how can people follow a little bit of your work? I know you have a Facebook page. Um, where can people find you?
The easiest way to find me is on Facebook. Just write my name and see my personal page. And I have a page when I post some writings, but it's in Bulgarian. So if you don't read Bulgarian, it called chaos. It describes me because everything is chaos. But this is the beginning of everything, and this chaos just can be used. So Facebook, just my name on Facebook and you will find me. If you read Bulgarian and you Google me, you will find my other blogs. I have some blogs through the years that are connected more uh, with my children. I wrote there some postings about motherhood and stuff like this. And yeah, if there's something new, maybe I will do some vlog or something, and you will know.
Thank you so much, Ivanka. This was awesome, awesome, awesome. So thankful for your writings. So thankful this story exists and that we were able to make the book and that it exists. Yay, it's out. People, get it on Amazon. It's in English. You can find it in English. You can find it in Bulgarian, in Portuguese. I'll leave the links below. And please feel free to go get it, review it, comment about it. Thank you very much to everybody. Thank you very much, Ivanka.
Thank you. Thank you.